2015 year has started off in style with one of the most successful South African Open Championships we've had in many a year. Glendower Golf Course looked exquisite, and the people came out in their droves to come and watch Ernie Els and the rest of our top players try and tame the monster. Well, Ernie Els got off to a great start on day one with a 67. On day two, it looked like it was a different person, and it just shows what a strange and frustrating game golf is. Ernie made 2 sevens in a row, both at par fours, and it must have been since he was 9 years old that he last did that and shot a 77. So Ernie's involvement at the top of the leaderboard was gone, but his involvement in the championship, I think, will ensure that we get better and better players long term to play in the South African Open Championship. The end of the championship was absolutely incredible. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. Charles Schwartzel at one stage had a 5-shot lead, coming into the last few holes had a 4-shot lead, and you thought the championship was his. Well, he played a few weak iron shots, missed a few short putts, and when he 3-putted the 16th hole for a double bogey 6, things looked like they were set to change. His tee shot at the 17th was 20 meters right of the right-hand bunker, and in fact he was lucky to only drop 1 shot on the 17th hole. And then he made a good par at the 18th, once again out of the trees, to tie with Andy Sullivan. In the playoff, Andy Sullivan hit a brilliant shot out of the trees on the left-hand side into about 12 feet and hold the putt to lift the second oldest golfing trophy in the world, the South African Open Championship. And Andy Sullivan, I must say, plays the game the way it should be played. He looks like he's having fun. He looks like he's enjoying himself. He interacts with the crowd, and Andy, I think, is going to have a long and successful career. For Charles Schwartzel, I think it's going to take him some time to get over this. Charles needs to stop listening to people. He needs to start listening to his father. Nobody knows his golf swing better than his father. His father's a really good player, was a professional, and he knows Charles' swing back to front, inside out. And Charles needs to listen to his father and only his father. Get back to the way he was swinging the golf club. Get his confidence back. His confidence is looking brittle. He's a great player, and the fact that he can get to that point not playing his best golf shows how good he is. But he needs to make sure that he can finish the job, and to finish the job you have to have just that extra bit of confidence that Charles at the moment is lacking. The tweet of the year for 2014 comes from Andy Sullivan. After he made a hole-in-one in the Dutch Open, he won a trip to space. He sent a tweet to his sponsors, which were Ping, Titleist, Treons, and Dubai Golf, and said, "I hope I see you again." Then we're going to look also at what we don't want to see repeated in 2015 that happened in 2014. Dustin Johnson incident. We don't know what the true story is. We don't know if it was drugs, wasn't drugs, but the fact of the matter is he's too good a player to be doing what he's doing at the moment, and he needs to get back to playing golf. Let's hope that his romance and the new child that he and his girlfriend are going to have, let's hope that brings him back to earth and we see Dustin Johnson at his best in 2015. Let's hope we see Tiger Woods at his best. Tiger Woods had just the most disastrous 2014. His best finish was 25th. So let's hope that we see Tiger Woods back to his best this year. And then Ted Bishop, who got fired as president of the PGA of America for making silly tweets and silly remarks. Ted Bishop and guys, all of you that are in those positions should know that you can't get away with it. That's our job, to take the mickey out of people, to have a bit of fun. We can get away with it. But when you're the president of a company or the president of an association, you shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff. And finally, I think the worst moment of 2014 was the public spat between Phil Mickelson and Tom Watson after the Ryder Cup. Very unnecessary and very, very unfortunate for both of them, and I think both of them have lost a lot of popularity because of that. And talking about Tom Watson, things that we'd like to see or we're looking forward to in 2015. Tom Watson playing in the Open Championship at St Andrews, a course that he never won at. He won at all the other courses, I believe, that they play the Open at in Scotland. And Tom Watson will be teeing it up at St Andrews, maybe his last major championship. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm also looking forward to seeing a better year from Tiger Woods. I'm looking forward to see Nick Price, as captain of the international team, win the President's Cup in Korea. Wouldn't that be a fitting way for one of the most popular men to ever play golf to end his career? So let's hope that Nick Price is going to pull it off. Then Ernie Els or any other South African, let's hope that they are able to pull it off and win one of the majors this year, especially the Masters, because I'm going to be there. And you could actually join us because we do still have a few tickets left. So maybe you'd like to join us as well. Then to finish off on a lighter note, the wife says to the husband, you know, if you ever spent a Sunday at home with me instead of playing golf, I think I would just kill myself. He said, what are you trying to bribe me? Have a good week's golf. Cheers.